How old were you in 1966?
Well, in 1886 I was 16 and I was about to be 17, something like 4 months later, here in April.
What were you studying then?
Well, at that time I was something like finishing a type of studies that were very popular then, right at the beginning, you know. It is called, or it is very well known now as formación profesional, but in English it's vocational studies. Yeah, I was doing a course there.
Had you ever traveled outside Spain to study?
Well, at that moment I was in Spain, and something like 8 years later, when I was finishing my university degree, in the last school year I was in England, I was in Manchester, but at that time I had never been abroad.
Do you remember who your idols were or the people you admire?
My idols. Well, I wouldn't say that at that time I had any idols. Maybe I admired people like, you know, in Spain, for example, guitar players, guitarists like Paco de Lucia, for example. That was one of my idols, I would say. But apart from music or, you know, sport as well, I wouldn't say that I had any idol. But, you know, there were bands, very popular bands, like, if I remember well, a very popular one was Mecano. And that was very good, you know, that was a very good band.
Could you speak other languages then?
At that time, in the 1986, well, no, I was learning, you know, English. And as far as I can remember, there was no a second language then. In vocational studies, the so-called formación profesional right now, there was only just one language, if I remember well. So it was only English, yes.
Did you have neighbors from other countries in your hometown?
In my hometown, Montijo, I don't remember, but I think, yeah, the majority of the people living next to me were locals. I mean, they were Spaniards, and no, I don't think so.
Did you have updated news from the rest of Europe?
Not very much, you know, but the thing is that when you are 17 or the like, that age, I mean, you are not very interested in any kind of news apart from music or sport or whatever, right? So, but anyway, if I remember well, I don't think there was so much information about Europe at the beginning. I don't think so. Not even on TV, no, I wouldn't say.
Do you think Spain's joining the European Union was a good idea?
I think it was a big change at the beginning. A very big change. If I remember well, the government was left-wing there, the president was González, and if I remember well, that was a big change in the economy of Spain. And from then until now, well, there have been, you know, up and downs, but I think in general, I think it was a good idea.
Do you remember the change of currency? Was it difficult for you to use the euro?
I remember, but one of the things people said, you know, at that time was that we all, you know, people in general, but we all realized not only the change of currency, how to use it and all that, but the problem was the rise in the prices. It was almost instantaneous, you know. I don't know, something like 5 months before, you know, you went to buy something and the same product was almost double the price. So I think that was the big change. Not exactly how to use the euro, the new currency. That wasn't not very difficult, you know, but the big problem was the change of price of the products.
What do you think have been the advantages of Spain becoming a member of the European Union?
Well, I think there have been many advantages, and I'm not referring just to the economy, you know, the change of the economic system, but also in many other respects, like for example, you know, the exchange of you know, cultures, going to different places, moving around Europe has been much easier since then, and in many other respects, not only that, also in education as well. There have been you know, many improvements, you know, in many respects, education, even in defense as well, common defense as well. So I would say that there have been a lot of advantages, but some other people say that there are some disadvantages too.